Good morning, class, and welcome to another episode of Applied Kinesiology. Today, we will be analyzing a dancer's movement. Our dancer for the day is Cole Rietenbach. Say hi, Cole.
Hi, Cole.
Let's begin with the first movement. Cole, do you remember the first movement? Well, I suppose we'll start by analyzing the shoulder shrug. Class, can you tell me what actions the scapula are performing during this shoulder shrug? That's right. The scapula are moving up and away from the ribcage in elevation and down toward the ribcage in depression. Notice that Cole's right scapula does not need to rotate, even though his right arm is more abducted than his left. This is because Cole has not exceeded the range of motion of his glenohumeral joint. If this were to happen, the scapula would begin rotating to allow for a greater range of motion. Now class, do you remember which muscles are activating during the elevation and depression of the scapula? That's right. The muscles active in elevation are the upper trapezius, rhomboids, and levator scapulae, and the muscles active in depression are the lower trapezius and the lower serratus anterior. Now let's take a look at some more complicated movements.
Okay.
Well, that certainly was complicated. Let's take a stab at analyzing that last move. The flexion of the shoulder is performed by the anterior deltoid, the pectoralis major, and the coracobrachialis. The extension of the shoulder is performed by the posterior deltoid, the latissimus dorsi, and the teres major. The flexion of the elbow is performed by the brachialis, the brachioradialis, and the biceps brachii. The extension of the elbow is performed by the triceps brachii. Now we'll take a look at the lower body. Let's slow down these jumps. When jumping upward, the hip and knee are extended by the vastus intermedius, vastus lateralis and medialis, and the rectus femoris.
Hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate the view. If you really like this content, then hit the subscribe button in the upper left hand corner. Until next time, gotta throw in the towel. Back to business.
Everyone say thanks, Cole.
Thanks, Cole.